Hello everyone. For those who don't know me, I'm Kat. I'm a wife, a homeschool mom, and an avid reader. Everyone else, welcome back. We are in the middle of October, and I had the bright idea to check out a whole bunch of Halloween-esque books, horrors, thrillers, that kind of thing. But now they're all due back to the library. And so I have 4 books left that I need to finish this week so I can turn them in. Because the library is going to cut me off here soon. And that would be the end of the world. So, the first book that I am going to read this week is Chuck Tingle's Camp Damascus. This is, N.K. Jemisin calls it a genuinely terrifying nightmare. So hopefully that's going to be what this is, because so far this month so many books have been classified as horror and they have left me disappointed because they're not scary, like, at all. So Camp Damascus is one of those camps that the pray the gay away type camps. This, I'm pretty sure, for the seasonal spooky challenge by Covers with Cassidy, is going to have a cult in it, which is one of the extra bonus prompts. So I'm going to read this in hopes that that cult will be in there, or some sort of cult is going to be in there. It is kind of a church-esque philosophy, so hopefully it will have something in there that, if not, I'll find something else to fit that. But those are bonus prompts, so if it doesn't, it doesn't. This was also on my Spookopoly-thon challenge for a building on the cover. And down at the very bottom, we have, I'm assuming it's one of the cabins that are at this camp. So, I'm going to get started on this, and we're going to see how it goes. And I will let you know what I think. Alright, so hopefully, with the shades closed, we're not having any J.J. Abrams moments like we did last week. I am 100 out of 250 pages through Camp Damascus. I'm starting to have suspicions about what's going on. There have been some comments about students, or about some of Rose's friends being in ads for Camp Damascus, but none of them remembering anything. And then now we're having some kind of crossover moments where Rose will come in contact with someone and she's like, I think I remember you, or I recognize you, do we know each other? And the other person's like, no. And so there are some things going on that are leading me to think that Rose might have been at Camp Damascus before and for some reason doesn't remember it. and thus the reason that she's having some of the symptoms that she's having. I'm not entirely sure though. So I'm going to keep reading and see where this takes me. I want to say I have about 3 hours of the audio left. Nope. So I'm thinking I can have this done today, without any problem after getting as much read. Alright, so the audio says I'm 38% through, and then I have about 6 hours left. I can't remember if Libby shows the sped up time or not, but I'm going to keep listening and see where this takes me and try, fingers crossed, to finish this one today. If not, no biggie, and I will try to read some more tomorrow. Alright, so I have finished Camp Damascus now. I did count that one in the bonus challenge as a cult. I really enjoyed this one. This one did unsettle me a little bit toward the end. There were some things in it that just we'll just say leech-esque creatures laying eggs, more than I could handle. But that takes care of that. And I was updating my Canva, or my seasonal spooky challenge thing, and trying to do a little bit of research, and I have rearranged my unlocking prompts a little bit because I was trying to find a haunted house with diverse rep, and then I was like, let me just see what diverse rep I have just in general, because I was struggling to find that. What I ended up doing was someone made a comment about the God of the Woods being diverse rep, and it is. It's got a lot of a lot of mental illness in it. So I took that one off of audiobook and put it on diverse rep. I put We Used to Live There back on haunted house, and switched that one to on someone else's TBR, because that is on both Cassidy and Mel's TBRs. And then what I originally was going to use for on someone else's TBR, which was So Thirsty from Mel's TBR, I am going to instead use that one as my audiobook. So, all of that said, rearranging done. I have 3 more books to get the main part of the challenge done, or step 1 of the main challenge and the unlocking prompts. And then I have 3 books that, 2 books that I'll need to read separately for cover prompts. And I'm still looking for vampires and cannibals for the bonus challenges. So I've got a little bit of work to do still, and I think that the next book I pick up, I'm kind of torn between either doing Ghost Eaters or Heads Will Roll. Both of these are books that I have borrowed from the library and need to be turned in, which is kind of my goal of this vlog, was getting those done. Heads Will Roll is also mixed media, so I'm leaning a little more toward that one. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that. For Heads Will Roll, this one is by Josh Winning. And in this one, we have sitcom star Willow tweeted herself into infamy and has to be dragged blind drunk out of a swimming pool, and her agent is going to ship her off to the woods of Camp Castaway. This is New York, upstate New York. It's a summer camp for adults. So I'm going to try this one and see. I will say Camp Damascus, I think I'm going to give 4.5 stars. It did kind of unsettle me a little bit, and overall the book is good. The writing is well done. The only thing that really I struggled with was the fact that it doesn't really take place at the camp. Like, the camp plays a role in the book, but it's not really about the camp, which is kind of what I was expecting going in. So, I am going to start Heads Will Roll. Probably not tonight. I'll probably start that tomorrow morning since it is nearly my bedtime. And I will check in with you soon. Alright, so I was totally right. A witchy rom-com is exactly what I needed to just kind of give myself a break from all the heavy feelings that I've been having and whatnot. I am halfway through Witch Please, and I'm really, really enjoying it. I love our two main characters. Our female is Danica, and she's a witch, and her family can't date non-magical people, and so her grandmother had set her up with someone. They dated for 2 years, and then they broke up, and immediately her ex gets married. And then our gentleman is Titus, and he owns Sugar Daddy's, which is a bakery, and he is just the sweetest. Looking at the cover, and I know it's because of the flannel shirt he's wearing, but I definitely was expecting a little bit more of Luke Danes from Gilmore Girls, that kind of grumpy sunshine character. But he's just full sunshine. There's no grump about him. But he has his own curse that has led him to where he's at, and the two of them get together. Now, so far, it seems that he is a non-magical person, and every time that Danica and Titus kiss or anything, everything goes haywire. So I am enjoying the fun of this, and after this I think I'm gonna go on ahead and finish some of the other books I had for my for my seasonal spooky challenge, that were October's books that I didn't get to finish, but Witch Please is my last Spookopoly-thon. So I'm gonna get back to it, and I will check in soon.